Hello, sixth grade scientists. We are about to launch on a 2-week research project about circulatory system diseases and procedures that you will complete in teams of 2 or 3. This week we will spend a few days in the library computer lab learning about how to do strategic researching and take notes using a web-based tool called Noodlebib, which will make your life very easy. Next week we will then move over to the middle school computer lab to continue our research, craft our presentation storyboard, and make our keynote presentations. On Wednesday and Thursday, December 17th and 18th, right before holiday break, you and your partners will be making a brief keynote presentation to your class and possibly your parents if they would like to attend. This packet right here has a ton of very helpful information and guidelines about the project. So please make sure that you read each page this evening and think about what you might like to explore, and also see if you have any questions that you can bring to me tomorrow in class. On this page, you'll see an introduction to the project right here. And then, so please be sure to read that. And then below, you'll see a listing of possible disease topics. Now, these are all diseases that have to do with the heart, the lungs, blood, or blood vessels. They're also, instead of doing disease, you might consider examining or researching a procedure like CPR, or dialysis, or bone marrow transplants, or even heart transplants. There are just some very, very rich and exciting topics on this page, and that I hope that you and your partner will consider one of them. You're also welcome, you and your partner, to come up with your own topic as long as it involves the circulatory system. That's heart, lungs, blood, and blood vessels. And just let me know tomorrow if you're thinking about doing that, and I will see if I can improve that topic for you. If you move on to page 2 of your packet, you'll see here general project expectation and guidelines. You'll see that the presentation will be a minimum of 7 slides, and it must all be research-based, and that you're going to cite your sources. And then there's a whole little bit here about, and we will go over this in detail when we get to that point, about how I would like for you to make your oral presentation on Wednesday and Thursday, the 17th and 18th. And then at the end of the page, there's a way to save your file and then email it to me, but wait till further notice for that. If you move on to the third page, this is a handy daily schedule that you will see for the next 2 weeks. And it also includes what we're going to do in the labs each day, and then what might be due that day. And then, though this may change, that is the rough outline of what the homework is going to be each night for you and your partner. Okay, and we'll talk more about this schedule tomorrow, but please make yourself familiar with it. And then if you move on to the next 2 pages, you'll see this is a general slide outline, what I'm looking for in terms of your the topics for each slide for your disease project, if you do it about a disease. And if you flip to the next page, you'll see that this might be a possible outline for your procedure, if you're doing a procedure for your project. So say you're doing CPR, you might do the title slide, which will include your title and your name and the date. And then you might think of a case study, a possible situation or story about somebody who's had CPR performed on them. Then you would describe the procedure, who would be at risk, what are some of the benefits and risks of, say, CPR, what is the success rate if you can find that information out, and then what is the history, how is CPR developed. That's just all an example. And then this next 3 pages are probably what's going to be most important to you this evening. I put together a brief descriptions of most of the diseases that I listed on the first page. So if you're interested in pursuing a disease, you might pursue sickle cell anemia, which is a really cool, not cool, it's devastating actually, but it's a very interesting disease where the body, instead of making donut-shaped red blood cells, it makes red blood cells that are shaped like crescents. And that can cause tremendous buildup of the red blood cells in the blood vessels when they get stuck, and it's very painful. And then you might want to pursue asthma. Maybe some of you have asthma, and you might want to research a little bit more about it. There's some other really interesting diseases on here. Hemophilia is fascinating. It contributed greatly to the history of Europe in the 17 and 1800s. Cystic fibrosis is a phenomenally interesting disease. Lung cancer also a very meaty topic. All of these topics are really, really interesting if you want to pursue them. So look that over tonight with your partners. And And I will address any questions that you have for tomorrow. So please contact your partner via phone, email, or text and pick a really interesting topic, something that really, really intrigues both of you. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you discover during this project, and I look forward to working with you on it. Thanks.